Hey guys, welcome to week 12 of the Vegan Project. So I've been very forgetful in keeping up with this. I've forgotten 2 weeks in a row. I actually remembered on Tuesday, like, oh yeah, I'll do it, and it's so and so, and then it got to that point, I was doing something else, and got pushed back farther and farther, and almost forgot about it today. So that was even worse. I'd have been like way behind, and I felt really bad. So to make it up to you guys, I'm going to talk extra long. I'm sure you'll love that. I weigh 145 pounds. I feel good. That's it for health. Moving on to something more interesting. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a time of the year where everyone overindulges in food. And now I have nothing against eating a lot of food. I think it's great. And I think that one of the hardest things about being vegan is the idea of Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving Day in particular, but just the idea of Thanksgiving, which is that you share the food you enjoy with people that you like, your family and stuff, people you love. So, as a vegan, the problem is I can share my food with you, but you can't share your food with me, which makes things kind of uncomfortable and awkward when you in a food setting. Like, can I have this dish without like offending him? And I'm not offended if you eat meat, because it's not ethical reasons that I don't eat meat. It's health reasons. So I thought I'd like to say that, and I'd say that's the hardest thing about being vegan. So next, I'd like to talk about aquaculture. Now, there are factory farms on the lands. Well, this is a factory farm for fish. Now, fish are a little different because you don't feed fish grain. You feed fish other fish. So to make aquaculture fish, you have to fish wild fish, grind up the wild fish, and feed it to the aquaculture fish. You might ask why this system how could it ever be profitable considering that you're losing tremendous amount of fish in making this fish? It is profitable because this fish is fattier. You can put it in stuff. You don't have to abide by environmental laws concerning fishing because they're in a tub. You're not going to pull up sea turtles. You don't have to worry about that. So you can buy the wild fish very cheaply from people that essentially poach fish because they just leave the dolphins mixed in, and you can feed your aquacultured salmon and then sell it for ridiculous amounts in New York because not a whole lot is known about fish. And as for vegetarians that eat fish, I don't understand how this happens. I don't understand why being vegetarian and eating fish makes sense because it's meat. I don't see where that fish clause was added where it wasn't meat. Like, even as like a omnivore prior to this, I knew that, well, that was meat. Don't know where they got the idea that you're not eating meat, but fish is okay. Although the ethical reason for not eating meat, I guess, is the idea that you don't want to eat anything that feels the stuff. So eating fish is okay because fish don't feel anything, of course. It's not like they're sentient beings. You want to eat lower on the food chain. I don't know. Weird reasoning. I think that's it about aquaculture. So I'm kind of learning step by step, what food and what processed foods I can eat, I guess. Because it's hard to get a snack as a vegan. As something, if I have time to make it, I will heat up a can of beans, put some salsa on there, and have it with chips, and just, there you go. But stuff like on the go, like a bar or something, Cliff Bars was a great because they're vegan. Check the ingredient label on half them in the store. It's like, hey, I can eat these. Take some of this white chocolate macadamia nut and stick it in my cart. Boom. I got me some Cliff Bars. Besides that, there really is kind of lacking. I know that there's the bar I had earlier prior to this, and there was. Those are pretty good too. Less filling. I don't like them as much as the Cliff Bars, but not cheaper. Oh, it is late. So I'm gonna go back for Thanksgiving for a little bit. Tell you about a little tradition that we are not only starting. This is our second year of doing it. I think maybe a third year. There's a turkey trot. Basically, it's a 3-mile run Thanksgiving morning, early in the morning. And I'll be doing that tomorrow morning, so I probably should get to bed at some point soon. But it's a lot of fun, and it's something cool to do. So if there's kind of late, actually, because by the time this is up, yeah, no one's going to watch it and listen, and be in time to actually do anything if they wanted to. Yeah. So that's earlier in the week. You remember to do these. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say. I wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and spend a lot of time with your family and friends, because it's a good time of year to do it. And have some good food, whether it's vegan or not. And I'll see you hopefully next Tuesday, if I remember. Until then, rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah.